Yo, what's up, world, man? It's your boy, J Tuck. You are now tuned into the J Tuck Podcast, episode 1, man. A lot of people's been asking for it. You ask, we shall deliver, man. So I'm excited to talk about, just life, sports, entertainment, music, video games, movies, you name it, man. So nothing is really going to be off subject. Now, for my normal Cowboys followers, it's just going to be a little bit different content, man. We're going to be a little bit unfiltered. So I want to apologize in advance. But, this is what the people's been asking for, and I'm excited to get started. So my very first guest, man, he don't need no introduction, but then we going to do one, man. YouTube pioneer, draft extraordinaire, has one of the best shows when it comes to covering Cowboys content. Also the NFL draft, man. He don't need no introduction because y'all definitely know who he is. But my dog, Vach Lombardi, what's going on with you, bro?
Let me tell you something. I am nobody in this space. Like when we doing draft, we doing Cowboys. Yeah, you can be like, okay, y'all know J Tuck fine. But when we doing this, I'm trying to be known here. I'm not trying to get away from football, but boy, it's much more fun on this side where we could just kick it. You know what I mean?
Bruh, but give us 2 to 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Give us 2 to 3 months. It's going to be a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have some bunch of little randos coming out. It's like, man, who's these Cowboys content creators coming up in our neighborhood talking about, pop culture? So we have to put some people in order, man. But what's been going on with you, my guy?
Everything cool, man. But to your point, you can't be afraid to jump off the porch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we'll be up here. We'll be talking football, talking sports, and somebody be like, "Oh, well, Vach, what you got going on there?" And I be like, "Man, I'm gonna go work out. I'm gonna go to dojo, and I'm gonna go listen to J. Cole or something." And they be like, "What's dojo?" And then before you know it, they want to see you kick a bag, or they want to see you shoot a gun, or they want to hear about what you think about J. Cole apologizing. You know what I'm saying? So if you just set it up, just like we did on YouTube, right?
Right.
If you set it up and you be like, for sale, somebody will come and be like, okay, well, tell me what you got. Tell me about your non-football product. You know what I'm saying? And I did the second channel. The first video I did was, all right, y'all, this is my collection of boomsticks. And that joint got 10,000 views. So I'm about to be in this world.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing, man. You can't be afraid, like you said, to jump off the porch. Like you said, we experimented this the other day with my dog DMV, man. But a lot of people don't understand we got stories outside just the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of different things, which we'll talk about tonight. But it's like, Tuck, before y'all know J Tuck, the Cowboys content creator, there's people on Twitter, also Facebook, who knew J Tuck the rapper. And J Tuck the rapper, he was completely different story. Now, y'all think that I'm wild now and chaotic. Now, that's back when we used to run up to people's cribs, all sorts of different stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? The real beefs, you know what I'm saying, on Twitter. So we have these stories to tell. And I think it's, good to let people know that we do more than what we're just talking about. So if you follow it on social media, we talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? Watch, I might talk about the Cowboys doing absolutely nothing in free agency. And I might talk about J. Cole, and I might talk about being Memphis. I might talk about relationships and my girl Kim. Like, so that's what we're going to do on this show, man. So the very first thing I want to kick off, you already mentioned it. Hot topic button. We talked about this, the other day slightly. J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick Lamar. Fuck the big three. It's just big me. All right. So let's go back to when you first had heard that comment from Kendrick Lamar on that album from Future.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts then?
Kendrick been picking on Drake for years, man. Kendrick been Drake. You go back to the hip hop awards. Nothing was the same since I dropped Control, and then like Control first. Nothing was the same since I dropped Control. Even with the whole Baby Kim smoking on your top fives. Who else was that about? That wasn't about the Kansas City Chiefs. That wasn't about. That wasn't about. You know what I'm saying? The Denver Nuggets. What is your top five? He talking about Drake and them, man. And I think this had an opportunity to be something special in this way, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think J. Cole has been missing a moment for his legacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
J. Cole is a really good rapper. But our whole hip hop loving life or whatever, there's always been good rappers, but they lack moments, right?
Right.
So what I mean moments is there was once upon a time when Kanye, he had his 3 classics or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He hated on Taylor Swift. People thought that he was going to fall off. So he went on this redemption tour. Like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was a moment.
Right.
We on that album and it's some chick on the song with Jay-Z, Rick Ross, and Kanye,
right.
and she out rapped him.
Right.
Nicki had a moment.
Right.
Drake OVO sound, like everything that he was doing, he was putting out 5M to he had moments. Wayne had 6 years of moments.
Right.
Jay-Z, Nas, they all have, all your favorite rappers got moments.
Right.
So what J. Cole fans don't like to hear is J. Cole's 2 biggest moments in hip hop is him apologizing to Nas and him apologizing to Kendrick. That's just what it is. So what this could have been was an opportunity for J. Cole to be like, all right, I'm about to compete. This hip hop, bro. Competition, it just happens naturally, and it's really reserved for the best of us. Yellow Wolf versus Eminem was cute, but it's something about the best on best, and this generation happened to have 3 of them. J. Cole missed his mark, bro. J. Cole missed his opportunity to fight. To fight back. I think J. Cole, out of the 3 of them, been the best rapper the last 2 years. Drake had his time as the best. Ken had his time as the best. This was supposed to be J. Cole's time. Right. And if he stepped up to fight, man, he would have captured a moment, man. But now it's Ken versus Drake.
You only get one shot, man. One shining moment. You know what I'm saying? Because J. Cole played at St. John's. But yeah, I agree, man. And like I said, I used to make music. So the blog era, like this is like the battle of the blog era. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, like y'all gotta remember, let's take y'all back. Like back then, if you wasn't on 2 Dope Boys and some of those blogs, like you was getting canceled out. The XXL freshman cover meant everything. You know what I'm saying? So this was kind of to bring that era together. And I would say this, I like J. Cole's music, but it just never had that one. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to kind of fight. Like I'm probably like the biggest J. Cole apologist. I can't apologize anymore. But it was like you just never had that one. It was like, yeah, that was that one. Like he can kind of gas Forest Hills Drive a little bit, but he doesn't have that classic compared to a Drake, compared to a Kendrick. So when the opportunity presented itself, I was like, they not just gonna let Kendrick get away with it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But when his response came on 7-Minute Drill, I was like, Vaj, that's light. You know what I'm saying? Like it was light. And so I wonder was that the regret? You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't like J. Cole tossed out anything personal. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a back and forth. But what I felt like, and I said this on Twitter, what J. Cole was saying about Kendrick, basically he was saying about himself. You know what I'm saying? Like he was kind of reflect, bro, you don't be dropping albums like that consistently. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no hit record street like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even have 0 classic albums, to be honest with you. So I wondered, was that the regret? Was he regretting the content or was he regretting the response? But the apology, I was just like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? At Dreamville Fest, you know what I'm saying? In front of your people, your own crowd, like you can't go out like that. So it was poor for the competition, because we grew up on that. We grew up on 50 and Ja, and you know what I'm saying? I remember at the VMAs when 50 was going at Fat Joe on stage and they had to mute his mic. Like we came up on that. So to kind of get that opportunity, like you said, J. Cole dropped the ball. But go ahead.
Hold on. You have a black belt in battle rap.
Right.
And there's a lot of young cats that watch battle rap and they care about punchlines. I'm older. I'm more into what you're saying. Like you don't have to have a punchline or a simile for me to like what you're saying.
Right.
Calico had a very poignant line versus Twerk, and it works everywhere. Calico says, man, look, you rap good, but I ain't lied yet.
Right.
You rapping good, but I haven't lied to you yet.
Right.
And when I heard 7-Minute Drill and he started talking about Kendrick albums wasn't good, I'm like, this is a lie.
You lied, bro. You lied.
Like you're trying to posture in a way just because we battling right. Look, you ain't got a lie to kick it.
Right.
You ain't got a lie. You got a lie. So what Kendrick was saying, you can't beat facts. Look, you can't beat facts. If it's true, it's true. And we just talking about lyricism, right? The young kids may not be listening, but when Kendrick said, "I hope that your sentiments are symbolic." I hope that your sentiments are symbolic. That's a swaggy way to say, I hope you mean what you're saying.
Right.
Right. When you saying you the best. Money, power, respect. The last one is better. The respect, right? So you only gain respect here from what we do, from getting in the ring. So Cole, you hopped in the ring. You wasn't ready.
Right.
Half ready.
It's time out.
And then you lied.
Lie, bro.
You lied? Man, you ain't gotta lie to me, dog.
No, yeah. And I feel like that's the problem with Kendrick. Like when it comes to Kendrick, you have to rap because there's not really much you can put on him. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen a situation where Kendrick got knocked out or some Instagram chick had, like, you ain't got those types of situations that really come at him from an angle. So you had to rap. So I feel like J. Cole forced the angle, and that's what he was saying was corny. You know what I'm saying? Because like, bro, like it wasn't hitting. I was listening to it like, what else? And then also, J. Cole made his critical mistake that he always make. Poor beat selection. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my guy, Conductor here in Kansas City, man. He had to come in and save the job and clean things up a little bit. But I was like, bro, poor beat selection. The content wasn't there. If I was helping J. Cole, this is what I would have did, right? Like you said, I watch a lot of battle rap. Pie should have been his response.
It should have been.
That should have been his response. He should have just dropped that song because you had Daylight and you had Absol, who was TDE. And then you just rapping. A lot of people can't grasp what was going on. They would have just applied as a Kendrick diss. You know what I'm saying? And would have left it at that. But nah, he tried to actually go at him and miss the mark. Now, here's what I'm saying, Vach. They both fighting for second place. Because me personally, I feel like Drake is 1A. So what's your thoughts on Drake?
I go back with Drake for a long time. Like I said earlier, OVO Sound, dog. I was outside. I was on that SoundCloud early.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So I go back to like comeback season Drake. You know what I mean? Like I'm way back. So I'm a huge Drake fan.
Explain comeback season Drake, because when I explain on Twitter, people act like I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand the comeback season Drake, the backpack Drake that was rapping on Ninth Wonder beats and all that. They just know the best I ever had. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know that Drake. So explain that to people who might not know about comeback season Drake.
Drake had a different hunger back then, dog. Drake was he was still trying to find himself. So like if you listen to him, he sounds totally different than what he did.
Right.
From how he's famously known. But if you listen to him, it's what we loved about Drake is him telling his stories.
Right.
Is us hearing stories from Drake and us being able to relate to it. So yeah, the stories from Take Care are good stories. But we're not dealing with them girls that you deal with and Take Care. You know what I'm saying?
Anymore. You know what I'm saying? Anymore.
So far gone is cool, but I'm still not relating to you in that way. But it's something so relatable about comeback season Drake. Previously mischievous behavior was the leader of me. You can say I was fresh to some conceited degree, checking outside, trying to figure out where cameras from cheetahs would be.
Right.
Like, man, we've been there before.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, we've been there.
Man, Drake was so relatable at some point, and he was still such a good rapper. So when I say I'm a Drake fan, I'm such a Drake fan. I've been disappointed with some of his recent efforts. That's where I come from.
Okay.
As a Drake fan. So he's been 1A for me for a long time. And Kendrick's 1B. I love them both about equally. But if I had to pick a favorite, I got more old Drake that I would put over anything.
Right. And that's what I was saying, because what I was saying about Drake is Lil Wayne, like you mentioned, he had a whole six year run where Wayne was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like every feature, and he was killing it. And I thought that would never be done again. You know what I'm saying? But Drake has had that run that he's still here. So I'm going all the way back to comeback season. Now he's kind of fading a little bit, but he even showed you some traces on it, man. Because when he dropped the, Scary Hours, he bounced back. You know what I'm saying? Like he wanted to show y'all he can still rap a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So it's there. I feel like Drake's biggest problem right now, he just makes music for everybody, which I get it. It's kind of like a playlist of his albums. But there's always 2 to 3 songs where he kind of lets you know, I'm not one to be messed with. So I always felt like Drake is the 1A. And then you have Cole, then you have Kendrick, but then you also can toss in like a Wale. Like I feel like Wale doesn't get the credit that he deserves. You know what I'm saying? Like for
Album About Nothing is a very underrated project.
Right. And they don't understand, like Wale, he was kind of the lead dog coming out that blog era. Like when Wale came out, you know what I'm saying, was dropping Pretty Girls and had John Mayer on the track. Like Wale was up here and everybody was trying to get up to that level because Drake was never on the freshman cover at all. He got skipped, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I always felt Drake was that 1A, but I think people really have Drake messed up. And I know that Joe Budden kind of spoke about it. That's possibly a diss back and forth. I feel like if Drake wanted to, he can punch with Kendrick and be perfectly fine. The problem with it is
Drake got smut on his name and Kendrick don't.
That's the hard part, right? So in order to do it, Drake is going to have to angle at Kendrick, and then there's not much you can really say unless there's something to expose. You know what I'm saying? But with Drake, bro, there's so much that Kendrick can just chop up and really come back at him. So it's going to have to be a dirty fight in order for it to happen. But do you think it's actually going to go there?
I don't think it's going to go dirty because I don't think Drake can make it dirty, and I don't think Kendrick wants to win that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kendrick still comes off as a he comes off as a I don't want to win in a messy way. Like
Right.
Kendrick just wants to be the best rapper. Now Kendrick's angle can be easy. Like, you know, people calling you a fraud, calling you a snake. Quentin Miller.
Right.
How come everybody be with you all of a sudden? Why you ain't say it's a Pusha T? Pusha T still waiting on your response. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that. How come when Pusha T dissed you made a song like dissing Kanye, right? Like,
Right.
like, you know, it's a lot that Kendrick can say. And I was working out earlier, and I was just trying to think about, man, how would Drake come at Kendrick? And and Drake would just have to rap. He would have to rap the best that he's ever
Right.
rapped before
Right.
to beat Kendrick. Can he do it? Man, you was talking about the last pack that he dropped. That Shoe Fits.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite Drake songs ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever, because he's rapping.
Right.
You're gonna have to attack Kendrick like that.
Right.
But you can't go personal, because if you go personal back, that's a rap.
Right.
So you're just gonna have to make this friendly competition. But I think, it's the only reason why I'm picking Kendrick. Kendrick ain't picking on you this long for no reason.
Right.
He got something to say to you. He just waiting on you to say something back.
Right.
And I think legacy means something for Kendrick. I thought legacy meant something for Cole, but apparently,
Nah, he tapped. Friendly quit, man.
apparently him getting sleep and him praying to God that Kendrick ain't mad means more than
he said, I ain't slept in 2 days, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna apologize, you at least should have made it a little bit different. Like, listen, man, I just want to be a man about it. I spoke to Kendrick. I would have lied. Listen, me and Kendrick both spoke to it. We hashed it out behind the scenes. We gonna did it right there. You know what I'm saying? I would have did. Man, I couldn't sleep for the last 2 days and just didn't feel right with my. Brother, cut your mic off. You know what I'm saying? Especially when Kendrick was the one that dissed you first, bro. You know what I'm saying? All you did was defend yourself. You know, but let me ask you this, Vaj.
Sure.
Does diss records even have any impact anymore? Because I feel like with the fandom, the fan base, you're going to be protected, because everybody, all the J. Cole fans, oh, that was so admirable. You know, he's just being a man about the situation and protecting his mentals and the spirits. And if you don't understand. So I just feel like even as bad as Pusha T kicked Drake's ass, I was still in the front line. Like, well, Pusha T can't sell no records. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pusha T, you know what I'm saying? So you're always going to be defended. So does diss records have the same impact? Because I felt like even though Jay-Z got ethered, it stopped nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was just a moment of hip-hop history. It didn't stop anything. Ja Rule, 50, that wasn't no diss track. That was a full-on bully. You know what I'm saying? Like, 50, 50 just made it personal. So do you think there still can be impact from diss records in 2024 moving forward?
I think it depends on how it all goes, right? Like, if you, okay, let's just say this for example, right? Like, if you Ja Rule, like, if you sell yourself as a gangster, but you've been getting picked on,
right,
right, then that can be damaging for your, you know, okay, you got to make girl songs now because you can't say nothing tough, because look at what 50 just did to you.
Right.
I don't think Pusha would be able to end Drake because Drake is too big. Like, Drake is too huge. It just depends on who gets embarrassed the most. Like, Meek got embarrassed badly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think we look at Meek the same way. But I'll say this, it just depends on how bad your L is, because J. Cole about to drop his album, I don't even know if I can hear it the same. You know what I mean? Like,
so they reported today that his streams are actually up. You know what I'm saying? Based after the apologies, they putting that out there. But I'm like the same thing. Like, I don't want to hear all that. I'm the best rapper, and who's the one to have me on this? Like, no, you can't say that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to see how he recovers. And I said this earlier. He gonna have to drop one of his best projects. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be another J. Cole project. So yeah, I'm with you, bro.
So let me ask you this: Do you think that's just okay? Well, I'm ashamed of J. Cole, or is this just more so okay, Kendrick the boogeyman? Because I was thinking, right, like, what if like Dirk can't come out and say something to J. Cole? Like Dirk can't be like, oh, I'm about to try to rap J. Cole real quick. I think Cole will smoke, you know, like many of these young kids that get smoked by J. Cole, right? And I think that he'll respond to them. I think he don't want to respond to Ken because I think they friends for real. And honestly, just me being mature here, I don't think he want to battle Ken because they honestly friends. And I think he'll like, you have to go into a dark place to battle Ken.
Right.
Like, Ken's a great actor.
Right.
Ken's a great actor. So when you cut any song on, he can make you feel like he don't really fuck with you for real.
Right.
Ken, and he probably don't care nothing about about Drake. He probably ain't even mad at J. Cole. But you got to have a certain tone in your voice to beat Ken. That's what I hate about 7 Minute Drill. It don't sound like he meant what he didn't sound like he didn't convince me.
Right. It was forced. And he said it. He was like his homeboys kind of pushed him like, what you gonna do? So it's like, man, let me try. You know what I'm saying?
So I think Cole would smoke the average civilian rapper or whatever, but Kendrick is just a different boogeyman.
Mm-hmm.
But I got an even deeper one now that I'm just thinking about this, right? In terms of diss songs, what's more effective? The bar heavy diss song that you're probably gonna get from Kendrick, or the diss song that may not be super bar heavy, but the kids and the idiots understand it super clearly, and it happens to be a club banger? Because that's likely what Drake will give you. You know what I'm saying? Drake bars, I don't want to say that they kid friendly, but they're more easily digestible, and it's probably going to be a banger. Kendrick will give you a deep, in-depth. There's a lot of people listening to Pie that's off a J. Cole album that don't know what the hell going on because Ab Soul and Daylight just too thick.
Right.
They won't think of it as a good song. They can't absorb it. Which one you think would be better, the club banger or the bar? And
see, that's difficult because it's going to go both sides of the coin, right? And I kind of go back to Jada versus 50, right? Jada responded to 50, but what do we all know? You a window shot, and we just all just singing, man. You know what I'm saying? So like it was just catchy, and it kind of caught on, so it had more impact. I feel like from just Jada being bar heavy. So I think if Drake was to do that, that would be his best avenue to go down, where you're just dissing Kendrick, but everyone is singing. Because even with Kendrick, right? On the Like That, like we all just singing and jamming to the beat, the beat's going crazy, and it's just a diss record. So I'm saying, like, if he would have did it another way, it probably wouldn't have had as big as an impact. So honestly, it comes down to preface. And this is kind of going back to battle rap. Like, Daylight, for me personally, is my favorite battle rapper of all time. But people like straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? That you like, like a Sue Surf, or you like a Tay Rock, which is like, it's directly, or a Geechee Gotti, where it's directly at you. Use a bitch. I get it. I don't have to go back and think and rewrite none of that stuff. Like, I get it the first time. So me personally, I think the biggest impact would be is to have the big record that everybody can just digest and like, okay, he's dissing Kendrick on this track. Just like Back to Back. You know what I'm saying? Like Back to Back was like a diss in a club song. You were just jamming it for no damn reason.
Kendrick is really underrated in the idea that he, people would think that Kendrick ain't very mainstream because he's a rapper's rapper. But think about when he's, so like he's rapping with Baby Keem, and he'll throw in a diss, and that's a banger, or Like That as a banger. Control wasn't a banger, but it ended up being one.
Right.
So, people kind of underrate Kendrick in that way. Humble was supposed to be a banger. Pardon me. A diss to Big Sean, I believe.
Right.
But even that's a banger. So that's where I think Kendrick has another advantage too, because they both can do the whole banger thing, but Kendrick can put some depth and bars in it.
Let me ask you this question. What is lyricism? Because I feel like lyricism is the most overrated term in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because you get coined as a lyricist. And I feel like Kendrick, when he came out, he dropped Section 8, like he was just kind of just coined as, okay, he's a lyricist. But if you listen to some of his stuff, like on Good Kid, Mad City, he was saying simple stuff, but it was just hitting. But like a Lil Baby, if I go on Twitter right now and be like, Lil Baby's one of the best lyricists out right now, man, he a mumble rapper. You know what I'm saying? So is it about skill? Is it about content? Is it about, like, what is it really about when you think of a true lyricist?
Lyricism to me is just, different creative ways to say something, right? Just and it doesn't have to be a metaphor. It doesn't have to be a simile or whatever, right? But let's see. Let's take the song "Smile," right? Tupac and Scarface, right?
Right.
And and Face, if you listen to his verse, is no similes there. There's no this like a that, or I'm this like a that. And some people would associate that with, he's lyrical in that way.
Right.
But Scarface is just telling you a story.
Mm-hmm.
He's just saying, hey man, as I open up my story and put the blaze of your blunts, and you can pitch your thoughts slowly upon phrases I write, and let me walk you through the days that are done. I often wish that I could save everyone, but I'm a dreamer, right? That's a very creative way to be like, hey man, there's a lot of bullshit going on.
Right.
And I wish I can fix it, but I can't.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So but we don't give you credit for saying things simply.
Right.
But if you could say it more complex and detailed, That's lyricism to me. Just getting out of your comfort zone, saying something. Like if we're all rappers here, and look, Jake, look, we've all rapped at some point.
Yeah.
If you give 5 people all right, say I got money, I rap better than you, and my girl look way better than you, right?
Mhm.
If you ask 5 people to say that, somebody gonna be like, my bitch bad, my pocket's fat. Somebody gonna be like, and my girl is and she's the moon and the thumb, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody's gonna find a different way to say something. So that's lyricism to me. As long as you're not saying the simplest of lines,
Right.
you are a lyricist. So Lil Baby is a lyricist.
Right.
JID is a lyricist. Benny the Butcher is a lyricist in their own way.
Right. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, we try to put certain people based off of their content in the context of their conversation, what they're talking about, over in this lyricism box, or they just a trap rapper, or they just a gangster rapper, or, you know what I'm saying, they crunk rapper. Like, but it's like, for me, I used to hit the kitchen lights, cockroaches everywhere, hit the kitchen lights, last marble. That's a bar to me, you know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget that bar until the moment I die. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being in the nursing home, you know what I'm saying, still rapping that stuff. And it was so simple, but it was so effective because you got it. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like sometimes when it comes to lyricism, we try to put people in this box. So before we transition, how does this all end? Do you think that, you know, tomorrow we gonna wake up and Drake just bombed on Kendrick, or is there something that's gonna kind of just fizzle out? They're gonna go their separate ways.
Kendrick been picking on Drake for a long time. So if Drake come out and say something, and then this the time Kendrick decide not to say nothing, then Kendrick a phony, and that'll be your presentation. Then Drake is the best of this generation. Kendrick is 2. Cole is 3. If we even let Cole have 3. But if it happens like I think it's gonna happen, Drake is gonna make some music. And one last thing we move on. I'm interested to see how Drake deals with the amount of people that got a problem with him right now. Because, you know, he's got a problem with Travis, he got a problem with Rick Ross, he got a problem with allegedly Future and Metro, but then like you can't focus on them for if Kendrick wants you
and LeBron, because he said he saw LeBron dancing to the track, you know, saying the warm up, so he had to comment on that. Yeah. Now, he know what really got me mad about all this, Vach? Yeah. Why ain't Kanye on the remix? You know what I'm saying? Where Kanye at right now? There's blood in the water. You know what I'm saying?
Kanye is trying to find a way to make the best R&B gospel album he can.
Because if anybody could jump on this track and pour some gasoline on it, it'll be Kanye. Because Kanye really got a beef with Drake. You know what I'm saying? When someone says I crept down the block, made it right, you know what I'm saying? Or see Kris Jenner I beat twice. You talking about my mother? Like, nah, bro. Like, it's different. So I need Kanye, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Jump on. You know what I'm saying? So,
this old Kanye, man, Drake got a problem with him. But this newer version of Kanye, he wants to be a dad and an artist.
Yeah, his new wife didn't calm him down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He dropped the Vultures track. It was kind of cool. But this is an open opportunity for Kanye, man. But let's go ahead and transition, man. Vosh, did you watch the women's Final Four at all? You get a chance to peep that out?
I'm incredibly phony. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not a women's basketball fan in that way, but I hear people talk about it, so it kind of made me see what the business is. I follow Angel Reese on the Instagram for various reasons. Shouts out to her.
Phenomenal talent.
You know, I think and maybe this is like a women's basketball thing or whatever, but I just feel like everybody on the LSU team got a little tired because it wasn't a whole bunch of depth. Like maybe they just played a whole, like both sides was just tired as hell. But I guess Iowa had a little more gas in their tank. But besides that, I ain't see Connecticut, UConn. I ain't see Connecticut, Iowa. I ain't see nothing. I ain't seen no South Carolina stuff.
Nice. Keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, I'm the same way. But there was something about this Iowa LSU thing that stopped me in my track.
I watch it. Like it has to be a storyline.
Right.
It has to be a rivalry. You said something about my mama. I'll watch it then.
Right.
But just for the competitive.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody's faking. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying, bro? You didn't fill out no bracket. You know what I'm saying? You didn't fill out no bracket. You weren't talking about this until we got the matchup that we was all waiting on. But you know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, bro, they both hoopers, but I feel like they're getting a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying? And you can probably relate with this, man, especially with your platforms. It seems like the bigger the spotlight, the unnecessary hate that you get. You know what I'm saying? And Angel Reese kind of talked about it after Iowa. She kind of gave like a little soft apology or whatever after their loss versus LSU. But it's like, how do you handle it? How do you handle all the hate that you get online? Instagram, YouTube, like how do you handle all that? Because I think a lot of these kids really don't know how to handle it, to be honest with you.
Shit, man. this ain't a real place.
Yeah,
This is some magical tool that I tap into to talk to J Tuck from across the country.
Mhm.
This is a magical tool that I use to get information quickly. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I don't understand. Is if somebody's cyberbullying you, right?
Mm-hmm.
You win the fight because you can just cut the shit off.
Right.
You can cut the phone off. You can cut the computer off.
Right.
So, there were some characters in YouTube land. I think it's the same dude you don't like or whatever.
Well, man, funny. We'll talk. Let's talk about that, right? So it's the same guy that's had a problem with me. He's had a problem with Vach. He's a content creator, if you even want to call that, in the Cowboys community, right? Always been talking big tough stuff, right? At the Detroit Lions game, Vach, I kid you not, lot 10. I'm out there on the corner at AT&T Stadium. I saw him walk by.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, here we go. Like Dak would say, okay, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of put my bottle down just in case something's about to pop off.
Yeah.
What does he do? After all this shit he's been talking online, in the chats, everything, he puts his hat down, turns around, and walks the other way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
look, though, J Tuck, you knew he was going to do that, though. You knew he was going to do that. That's who he is. He made the right decision. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny, like, I see those types of situations all the time. So I think, like, yeah, bro, it's like it's on the internet, everybody's protected. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like about it, because we come from the old school. Like, man, if you talk about someone at school, I gotta go see them tomorrow, so you better be prepared with it. But it's like now everybody can hide behind a fake photo, a fake Avi, a Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts photo, and say whatever they want, and they think that they're good because it's just online. But for me personally, it just doesn't get to me. But I see so many athletes, you know what I'm saying, whether it was Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese, was like all the threats and different things. But I'm trying to let people know, man, it's just not real. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll just say this, right? And I'm no gangster or a tough guy, nothing like that.
Right.
But what I did do was I played sports with a lot of gangsters and tough guys. I shot dice with a lot of gangsters and tough guys. I played basketball with a lot of gangsters and tough guys. Okay.
Right.
On top of that, I train martial arts. Okay. I do Muay Thai. I know how dangerous people really move.
Right.
I'm heavy into the firearm community, right? I got guns everywhere. I go to the range. I train. I know what dangerous people look and sound like.
Right.
So once you familiarize yourself with real dangerous people,
right,
real street people, real people that'll kill you, real people that'll beat you up, real people that can fight, you can differentiate somebody that's bullshit.
Right.
Easy. And the more you're around them people, you realize they're not loud people like that.
Right.
They're not threatening people like that. You know what I'm saying? They're not over, oh, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see. Gangsters gangsters can't not wait to see nobody. It just happens when it happens.
Right. 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 Right.
Hey, whenever I see you,
it don't matter. You could be church, Walmart, wherever. You know what I'm saying? They ready to slide.
You're so not dangerous. You have time to think about what you're gonna do to me and say to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So with Buddy, I'm like, man, dog, if he really, if we were in the same place, would you say it's just like road rage? The internet and road rage, the same shit.
Right.
Like if we was walking down the aisle at Walmart, would this be a thing?
Right.
Would this be happening right now? And the real answer is no. And I noticed, and I got screenshots because I'm paying the motherfucker. Because look, I was born in 92. I'm still young, but I was born in 92, and I was raised a certain way because I'm from Mississippi, raised by men. And I was like, hey, let's have a conversation because you have a little venom in your voice. I don't know you for real. So let's talk about it. And he was like, I don't want you to have my number. J Tuck, I'm so thorough. I was like, okay, cool. Like, block me. Like, here's my number. like just let me call you. Let me call you from a block. Call me from a, here's my number. Call me from a block number. So I don't have you. I just want to talk.
Right.
He says, nah, I only talk to my homies. I will show you screenshots.
Oh, I know.
I'm petty. He was like, oh, I only talk to my homies like that. And that just let me know where you at.
Right.
So if you and him and anybody on the internet that sounds like him or look like him, that's how I approach him. Man, you ain't saying that in real life, bro. You're not, and I'm no tough guy, J Tuck. I'm no tough guy.
Right.
I'm dangerous, but I ain't no tough guy.
Right.
Dog, you don't mean what you're saying. You saw this as an opportunity to get some views. You saw this as an opportunity to get some people. Oh man, I love your passion, dog. You tell them.
Right.
right, cool. Do your thing, Playboy. But I'm going to run into you.
Right.
I'm no tough guy, J Tuck, but I'm going to run into you.
Right.
But you sound like you wanted to hurt me. You sound like you wanted to put my life in danger. Like I'm in fear for my life. And so I just got a couple questions if I see you in public. That's all.
And see, that's what people don't understand is the temperature check, right? So if I say, all right, on the internet, if I see Boss, if I see Vach, I'm gonna slap him. You know what I'm saying? If I see Vach, he better not. Okay. So if Vach sees me in public, he's on alert. You know what I'm saying? So he got to make sure that what I said on the internet's not true. So he's checking my temperature. So
I don't want to be slapped. I don't want to slap
because
I need to be alert.
Right. I need to be because people are going to recognize us before we recognize them. You know what I'm saying? We get people come up, show us love and support. So I need to know what the temperature is, right? To put ourselves in the best situation. So I had the same situation with a guy who lives here in Kansas City. He was running his mouth about me, about my family on the internet. And I remember, I got his phone number. Called him twice, didn't answer, Vach. So I text him, what's going on with this? You know what I'm saying? Keep my name out your mouth. What do y'all think that he did? Ran a Twitter. Can you guys believe that J Tuck was sending this? I said, oh, bro, you know what I'm saying? You a rat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If someone called me on my phone pressing me, then it's up. You know what I'm saying? So are we beefing or are we tweeting? That's the question I always ask, man. So for everybody watching this show, you're going to get the hate, the higher the success rise, man. But like I said, we ain't no tough guys. We ain't no gangster stuff. But this is what it is. We men first. You know what I'm saying?
But even that, though, A Verb said, when you in the game winning, niggas on the bench hate watching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So to your previous question, how do I deal with it? I just worry about me.
Right.
I just worry about me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, everybody has a why. You know, why do I do this or whatever? Hey, this some cool little shit. This is an easy way to make some money.
Right.
I don't have to clock in every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm here. And if somebody's mad at me,
right.
Man, J Tuck, I'll never be mad at you for getting no money, dog.
Right. Yeah. It's what I'm saying.
J Tuck, let me tell you something. I am, and look, I say this humbly, right? I am so successful. Why would I be mad at you?
Right.
For making some money.
Right.
How this YouTube thing is set up is beautiful.
Right.
It ain't like, okay, well, Monday Night Raw is on, but then Nitro is on. And we got to pick one of them. And if you ain't got two TVs, you should out of luck. This ain't how YouTube works.
Right, right.
I can drop a video. Michael Parsons runs fast. J Tuck can drop a video. Michael Parsons runs fast. Somebody can, Miss Sheila gonna watch my shit.
Right.
And she gonna run right to your video, dog.
Right. What's it saying? Yeah.
There's literally no excuse for anybody. Man, J Tuck, let me just, and I've never said this before, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
A couple of years ago, I made a video called the Dallas Cowboys community, right? I just reviewed Dallas Cowboy YouTubers, you know, and this was my attempt. I'm just letting you into my mind, J Tuck. Right. I'm like, all right, man,
I remember that video. Yeah.
I got a large number of subs. There's a handful of people that are, you know, that got names in this thing. Man, let me show some love to people, man. Let me take the people that watch my show, make a video about some smaller YouTubers, and let me just sell them to, hey, yo, this Cowboy YouTube, yo, man, he coming up, man. He doing it, I like this about the show.
Right.
Man, he got about 2,500 subs, man. Why don't y'all go over there and check? I did that, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
and it's still on my channel. They can go find it.
Right.
Let's just say I brought up 9 people on that video. 6 of them don't fuck with me.
Right.
6 of them don't fuck with me. And that's after me endorsing them, advocating for them.
Right.
I guess it's just when you get to a certain point, people don't fuck with you, Jason. You know me. We follow each other on social. You peep my con. I don't loudly say nothing about nobody.
Right.
I may disagree, but I don't say nobody's name. I don't bother nobody. So why would anybody have a problem with me? I don't have a problem with nobody else. But you'd be surprised, even showing love to somebody, even putting somebody in a spotlight. J Tuck, if I name 9 people, 5 of them don't fuck with me.
It's crazy.
For whatever reason. I don't know why, but I don't think to ask them.
And they probably never met you or anything. You know what I'm saying? Here's the crazy part. You said about that. The 2 people that we're talking about, they've been on my channel. The one of them, I was reaching out to him, talking to him daily, trying to help him get his show off the platform. You know what I'm saying? What equipment to buy, what mic should he get, what software. And this is the things that I get. You know what I'm saying? It's the things that I get. But that's like I said, man, everybody loves you. When you had 220 subs, everybody loved Vach. You know, so he ain't my favorite. But as you grow, just some of that hate comes with it. And you know what I'm saying, for anything you do, you know what I'm saying, whether you're getting money in life, at your job, in your career, if you're playing sports, wherever, podcasting, the hate comes with it. But like I said, we don't know gangster stuff, man. But we men first. But speaking of some gangster stuff, you watch BMF, bro?
Nah, man, I don't watch BMF, man. I should be watching BMF, but I just don't have a whole bunch of time for TV. And it's the problem is there's so much content out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just so much content, and everybody's recommending a brand new show. So I gotta watch Snowfall. I have.
Oh, dog. No, you got to do that right now.
Sorry,
you got to do that right now, bro.
I know. I haven't seen the last season of House of Dragons. Haven't seen it. I haven't seen Invincible, the latest season of Invincible. I want to. It's so much content, man. It's just so much shit for me to consume. I just ain't got the time to sit down and just.
You ain't seen Raising Kanan either, huh?
I ain't seen Raising Kanan. I started Power. I got 5 episodes to the Power.
The original. So you ain't seen the original Power?
I'm 7 episodes. I'm in season 2.
Season 2 of the original Power.
I'm in season 2. Now look, Jake, I used to watch a lot of TV though.
Right.
The Walking Dead before it got crazy.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
Yep.
Game of Thrones. That was my era. That was when I was watching TV every night. But man, I'm 32.
You ain't old, dog. It's like you old, man.
And a kid,
yeah.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? You act like you walking around with arthritis and shit, man. You good, man.
Nah, man, Jay Tucker on the internet talk about draft prospects I ain't seen before. I'm like, hold on, I gotta catch
Hey, man, I'm about to dead that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, other day I was talking about some prospects, and a lot of people like, bro, why am I going 300 prospects? The Cowboys probably ain't even putting that much work. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, man. I'm putting my pencils down, man. But nah, bro, you got to stop whatever you do and watch Snowfall. ASAP. Okay. Snowfall's the number 1 recommendation, dog. Like, Snowfall, I would say, is one of the best TV shows, period, I haven't seen in a long time. You know what I'm saying? I can't even name, because you're going to get hooked. Now, here's the thing.
That's what they all say.
Nah.
Yellowstone vibes.
Yellowstone. No, block me. No, don't say it. But here's the crazy thing about Snowfall, bro. I was late on Snowfall. Everybody was like, Tuck, watching it. I'm like, man, I ain't watching it. And I remember I started watching on the plane. Me and my wife was headed to Turks and Caicos. Bro, I was on the beach with my iPad trying to get internet reception so I can watch. Like, I was hooked. Like, probably like episode 5, it reels you in, bro. So Snowfall is definitely one of those ones. Now, I watched one the other day, and it's good. It's good. It's on Stars too. It pissed me off though. It's High Point.
Heard about that.
High Point's fire, but the problem with it, they end the season in the middle of the season. They just did it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, BMF. Go ahead.
I tell you why, sir. I tell you why I can't watch TV. Hold on, I got my button set up.
I was doing the buttons. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, hit the buttons, man.
I tell you why I can't watch TV. Because I got a woman that want to watch TV with me. That'll set you back.
It will set you back.
That'll set you back. And then she getting, because if it's me and I'm invested, I can binge watch a show.
Right.
Oh, she only want to watch like 2 or 3 at a time, 2 or 3 episodes at a time. And she get mad if I watch without her.
Bruh.
That's what's gonna hold you back every time.
It'll hold you. It'll hold you back every time. And women will feel like you cheated with another woman if you watch the show ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? One time I tried to lie, and we was watching Raising Kanan. So I was in Dallas with my moms. You know what I'm saying? And I watched Raising Kanan, but I forgot I was logged into my Stars episode. So I come back just trying to play dumb, like, okay, yeah, we can watch this, catch up on these episodes. And it was like, do you want to restart the episode? I was like, damn, y'all snitching. You know, so y'all snitching. You know I was like, damn, y'all snitching on me. She's like, did you already watch it? I was like, nah, I fell asleep. You know, I was like, nah, she already.
And look, this was about. She don't want to watch the shit I want to watch. Like, I want to watch some of the crime stories, some of the gangster shit. That's my shit.
Right.
And you know, with her, she want to watch Love Is Blind and shit.
Yeah,
cool,
right.
No problem.
Right,
I'll watch Love Is Blind with you.
Right.
Just don't stop me.
Right, from watching the shit I want to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yellowstone or Succession. Just don't stop me.
Yeah,
so I gotta flat out watch some shit she's totally not interested in for me to get through.
Yeah, man. Because like sometimes I'll try to do that with my wife, right? We watch like The Bachelor, but she'll get pissed off at me. You know what I'm saying? Because they do it to us, right? They be watching the Cowboys game. Oh, I like him. Who's that? CD? He's cute. But if we watching The Bachelor, I'm like, man, he should have picked her. You know what I'm saying? Why should he have picked her? I'm just saying, if I'm just You know what I'm saying?
tell her.
Yeah.
I tell her ass fat. I tell her.
Yeah, she bad. She could get it. You know what I'm saying?
Just like in Love and Blind, boy. I mean, look, shouts out to old girl. She ain't all that pretty, but that ass.
Yeah, man. Yeah. She getting a rose tonight. She got a rose for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially the Bachelor in Paradise. But that's why I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, she done been in the hotel suite about 2 times already. Man, she need to stay a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But then my wife like, nah, go down there and do some content. You know what I'm saying? She send me downstairs with y'all, man.
Nope. I'm gonna keep watching. Play the next episode.
now the craziest thing, right? You know what I'm saying? She might still do it. There was a chick that was on Bachelor in Paradise. I'm like, man, she's bad. So I followed her on Twitter, and y'all know how my Twitter can be sometimes. She followed me back. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't make her do this.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to keep up with the next episodes, man. She followed me back. And I was like, nah, my wife was like, unfollow her, man. But movies, bro. You watch movies? Because the Joker trailer just came out. You don't watch movies neither, dog?
I do watch movies, but the problem with movies is that's different from shows is these movies be long, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, now I got to take 3 hours out of my day to watch a movie, but
y'all working varsity hard, man. You know what I'm saying? With them draft prospects, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to slow down, man. I ain't got time to be watching these. Every time, look, when you watching prospects and you just hate all of them, okay, we're too far.
Right. It's like, skip. The worst is when you cutting film up for like a film session. Like, man, I don't even want to drop this, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm done. You know?
But I do watch movies, and funny enough, I'm kind of snobby with my movies. Okay. I love dialogue. I love the art. I love good acting. You know, I'm not really action movie guy. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can respect a good action movie, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big John Wick fan.
I'm about to say,
but what I like
you
about
gotta be a John Wick fan, bro. You know?
Yeah, but what I like about John Wick is some cold ass dialogue was in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Now so I'm gonna give you a opportunity to push back. I haven't seen all the John Wicks.
Well,
I probably only seen half of the first one.
Like you shaming me.
No, I'm not ashamed. It's just something with the John Wicks. Like I get through it, but it's just like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I just haven't gotten through them yet. You know what I'm saying?
If there's anything about John Wick, I can give them credit for. It's the most realistic. Like if there was a dude that knew Muay Thai, that knew Jiu-Jitsu, and knew how to shoot guns, he'll look like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's not like Mark for Death, Steven Seagal. Doing some kind of, Wing Chun shit and people flipping over, you know what I mean? It ain't that. Like it's real life. So if I can give John Wick credit for that, I'll do it. But to your point, they can all run together because there's how many times can you shoot the bad guy and flip them on their head?
Right.
That's why I like dialogue music or dialogue movies. So when you say Joker, it's a lot of hidden themes in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of character development. It's a lot of building. It's a lot of stuff that you really got to be focused for. I love that. I want to be mentally caught up in the movie. I don't want to just be I just want to cut it on and just be gone. That's a waste. That's a waste of 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? I want to be engaged.
Right,
and something else I hate about movies too, though, J Tuck. I hate how not original movies are. Like I hate.
Right.
Oh, we got a trailer for Ghostbusters 5, nigga. We got Friday 6.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park on Earth, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like at least give me something original. I like older movies. I love Godfather, those old gangster movies.
Right.
Give me something original, or at least something based off a book. Stop The Mask 3.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's all. But that's what they're trying to do. They just try to bring that nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I fall for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go upstairs right here in a little bit when my wife get home and watch Chucky. You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well I shouldn't be watching Chucky in 2024, but I'm about to go watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that nostalgia. But like, man, I like movies. I'm excited about this Joker movie. I love the first one. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people didn't get it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get it. And that's why I kind of like built my personality out the Joker. So I'm a huge Joker fan. But also, what was another movie that I fell asleep on it, Vach, but it hit when I watched it again was the Batman. You know what I'm saying? The last one.
The same kind of movie.
It wasn't explosive and dun. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it was bars. You know what I'm saying? And you sit back and watch the Riddler. I'm like, oh, this is actually my bad. I'll shut up. You know what I'm saying? I had to apologize for I had to pull a J. Cole with my tweets when it came to the Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Which is why I don't like Marvel movies anymore. They've dumbed them down.
Oh yeah,
they have turned the knob and they've dumbed down Marvel movies, and they're trying to include everybody.
right,
And they want everybody to want to be a part of something.
right,
And they don't give a fuck about your masculinity.
right. Nah, hell no. Yeah, hell no. Hell no.
And they're into quips,
right,
into quick, funny. Like Thor walking into a glass door or some shit. Nigga, that ain't Thor.
Right.
Thor
Yeah.
gangster.
Yeah, God. You know what I'm saying?
The Incredible Hulk ain't no bitch. He's a gangster. But they try to water down. Long gone are the days. Like, man, we'll never get another Thanos. We'll never get another Ultron. We'll never get another Killmonger like these. We'll never get another, like, I mean, this ain't Marvel, but like Bane and shit like that.
Right.
Like, we not getting them dudes no more, man. They want to water this shit down.
Yeah, it's water for everybody to digest, man. That's why, I mean, I'm like, free Kane the Conqueror, because the one thing, Jonathan Majors was smoking that role. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They pulled the plug on him. Like, he was the only person I had to look forward to with Kane the Conqueror, but now they trying to get into some other stuff, maybe Galactus, and you know what I'm saying, Dr. Doom. And I was like, shit, here we go, man. But yo, before I let you go, now you know we gotta do some Cowboy stuff. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be mad. They listen to Tuck and Watch me and talk about no Cowboys, bro.
Man, forget that, man. We talk Cowboys all week, man.
We're looking at 1,000 videos. You know what I'm saying? 1,000 videos, man. But overall, bro, like, what's going on right now? Like, where is you on the pendulum as far as optimism when it comes to this Cowboys season? You know what I'm saying? People have been coming from me with Kool-Aid packets. I'm like, I ain't got it. Honestly, I ain't got it, to be honest with you. How are you feeling about this all season, and do you think that we can fix this thing before September gets here?
I think it's going to be the same Cowboys we always get, man. You know, I think people are being hyperbolic if they think we about to roll out some, 6-13 season like that, or whatever the numbers are. My bad, but like that's like, you lost Tyler Biadasz, Dorrance Armstrong, and then like you lost some rotational pieces. Tyron Smith, you lost him, but you lose him every year anyway. You know what I'm saying? But that was it was a big loss. Don't get me wrong, but you lose him every year.
Right.
And you mad that you lost some defenders on this defense that you were sick of, So I think we're basically gonna get the same thing. If you want to be mad at something, be mad that we're not doing nothing to push ourselves past the dudes that we gotta. And look, we gonna go back out there. And we're going to beat up on the bad teams. We're going to beat up on the regular good teams. We're going to go to the play. We're going to beat the shot the Eagles. Washington still ain't good yet. The Giants, they got worse. We still going to beat the shit out them teams, J-Tuck. But we haven't done nothing to be better than San Fran. We ain't done nothing to be, we probably behind the Lions now. And I think we're going to beat, we're going to beat the shot the Packers when we see them again. They're not going to catch us slipping like that again.
They've been beating our brakes off of us though too. Man.
Yeah. But besides that, man, we haven't done anything that drastically puts us, behind the 8 ball, but we haven't done nothing that puts us ahead of it neither. So I think we'll win the same 11, 12, or 13 or so games and go to the playoffs and struggle, unless we have a magical fucking post draft. You know what I'm saying? Like in the NBA, they do the draft and then they do free agency.
Right.
Football, they do free agency, then they do the draft or whatever, right? If we do it like the NBA, like, all right, we drafting guys, here's what y'all gonna do. And then we come in and we sign Bakhtiari or something, and we sign J.K. Dobbins, and we go and find some not big name, not sexy name, one tech to come stop the run, a couple of guys to do that, some depth at edge, and maybe a rotational corner. Shit, we'll be right back in the game,
right?
And we'll be feeling better than we are now. It's just that we haven't done that yet,
right?
Or the Cowboys can sit on their hands, and Fahoko gonna have to step up, and Eric Scott gonna have to step up. Then we're gonna be mad as hell.
Yeah, you're gonna be mad. We gonna be mad as hell, man. And I think that's the problem, right? It's not the pieces that we lost, besides Hankins, you know what I'm saying, and also Tyron Smith, because it's like pennies on the dollar when it comes to the contract. But it's the replenishing, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we're waiting for. If you would have lost Tyron Smith but brought somebody else back besides Chuma Udoga, because I feel like they trolling us with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they sit back and like, all right, man, the Jets just got, or the Houston Texans just got Stephon Diggs. Hey, let's go get Chuma back. You know what I'm saying? and watch him on Twitter. Look at they mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this has been poking fun at us. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the problem when it comes to the Cowboys. How are you going to replenish what we're losing? Because I feel like we're trying to build a championship team. And I feel like right now we're just a cool team. You know what I'm saying? As long as Dak Prescott's standing upright, we going to be all right. But that's what we tired of. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're going to get punched on by the Ravens, punched on by San Fran. You know what I'm saying? You got the damn Bengals coming into Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot better teams and opponents this year where you can't be playing around with your food. And I feel like right now the Cowboys just haven't shown anything that they are trying to push their chips in to go win a championship. We'll have to sit back and see what happens with this draft and also with these contracts. But yo, my dog Vach, man, thanks for coming on, man. We got to do this shit again, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, you ain't had to rush, man. You know what I'm saying? This was a cool little thing. I just looked down at the clock. It was 53 and I ain't even know it, man.
Oh, so, shit, we can keep going, bro. We
got time.
Let's keep cooking, man. So
how your boxing been going, man? How your boxing going? Tell me about how it been going.
The training or the coverage, man?
Train both. Okay, yeah. Training first and then tell me about
man, I tell you, bro, when you training for boxing, bro, it puts a whole different respect for it. You know what I'm saying? Because my trainer, bro, he's a savage. So I get to the gym, 150 push-ups, air squats, sit-ups, you know what I'm saying? And then we do some bag work, and then we got to get on the mittens in the ring. So it's like, but it puts you in that focus. Like for me, it's like I work out. Y'all see me every morning working out, but I don't work out for anything. But now since I'm training, it's like, don't you eat that. You know what I'm saying? Don't you eat that today, bro, because you know what I'm saying? You have to pay for it. So it's put me in that mindset, and then actually getting to cover the boxing event. Salute to the PBC and Prime, you know, for having me out there. Now I see how they focus, bro. There was a dude, I think he was on the undercard, didn't know his name. He was in the MGM, you know what I'm saying, gym. He was trying to cut weight. They was running the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? He was running, sweat bag, dripping sweat everywhere. Get on the scale. He was like 5 pounds over. They got him on the bike, you know what I'm saying? So they were just running, dude, because the weigh-ins was like in like 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? To see what I was like, damn, dog, like, and they ran him and he cut weight. You know what I'm saying? So it really just put the appreciation around boxing. So I'm learning, growing, man, but I love it. And we was talking about this behind the scenes, man. They treated me like royalty. They treated me like a content creator, media member supposed to be treated. Flew me out, food, you know, had me in suites, had me ringside. It was just, fire, yeah. And I'm going back in 3 weeks. They sent me back out there to Vegas for Canelo. So yeah, man. So I said, Cowboys Nation, man. I'm gonna be a free agent next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like,
man, it's so important to learn how to fight for real,
right?
Because your whole life you thought you learned, like you thought you knew how to fight your whole life. You know what I'm saying?
It's throwing it right. It's throwing it right.
it puts so much. Cause look, here's my story, right? I just joined this gym to lose weight a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was like 340 or something at the time. I'm like 250 now. Man, I just wanted to just lose some weight, just to go in there and just punch around and just, you know, try to get in shape or whatever. But it's like, man, the more you do it, like, oh man, throwing this kick kind of cool, man. Throwing this elbow kind of cool. Clinching and throwing people kind of cool, right? So I eventually lost all that weight. I actually had a fight. I ain't really tell a whole bunch.
So was you a fighter coming up, man? I can see Vach being a scrapper. You know what I'm saying? Was you a scrapper coming up?
Yeah, man. It happens to all of us. You know what I'm saying? You grow up. You was raised a certain way. I was a square. I was a square, nerdy little motherfucker, and I got sick of it. Shit, man. I got in football, and I started losing a bunch of weight. I got a pair of all white forces and a Letterman jacket, and I started hanging out with them niggas, man.
They changed. You know what I'm saying? So when was that? Was that high school when that happened for you?
It was right around 7th grade.
Okay.
I was about 12 or so years old, and like I said, I'm not a gangster, but I was shooting basketball with them. So if you in the neighborhood, and hey, come outside, right? Come outside. What we doing? We hooping? All right, cool. Everybody in the neighborhood is gangsters.
Right.
I happen to not be one at the time, but you know what I'm saying? If they out there slap boxing, you slap box. If they out there, they put the gloves on, you put the gloves on.
Right.
If some niggas come around and you around, you don't want the niggas in your neighborhood to be mad at you.
Yeah, Cave, like I'm not with them. You know what I'm saying? That's came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you got to jump off the porch. You know. So you just blend in. If you outside late at night, we hanging outside kicking it, and they go down the street and steal something off this porch, you go with them. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, events happen, shit happen. I played football, and when you play football, you just come home tired. That's just what it is.
Right.
You come home tired and you go to sleep, and you know, some bad shit happened to the niggas I was hanging with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you're not around them, and when football's in your life, and you don't go outside as much, the shit happen to them. You just kind of change your life a little bit. You leave this small town of Natchez. You go to a college town to go to college. You hang out with some white kids.
Right. You get to, you recalibrate. You know.
you calibrate's a great word, sir.
Yeah.
You fit into your surroundings, but you still got it in you. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been in me. You know what I'm saying? That's Law Nation shit. Me and Law Nation come from the same place. He know about Brahma, where I come from. I'm not a notorious gangster nigga.
Yeah.
That's just where I'm from.
Where you from? You know what I'm saying? Good Kid, Mad City, man. Vach version. You know what I'm saying?
Where your mama stay,
yeah,
where your
mama
stay. So you just have to adapt. But I gained a lot of weight after football, man. It happens to all of us, man. Maybe not you.
I haven't, bro. I'm not. Shoot, it's hard because what happens was our metabolism. We was always doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Every day was doing something.
And people don't understand. Like in college, bro, I would wake up, I would have weights. Then I would go to class, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Then we would have like study hall. Then we would have practice, you know what I'm saying? Then we would possibly lift after, go to the, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we was always moving. But shoot, you try to keep that same mentality and try to eat 3,000 calories when you sitting on your ass all day at a corporate job or at a desk. That shit is build up and it don't burn easy. You know what I'm saying? Like I could probably lose about 6 pounds this week. Let me fuck up on Sunday. This is all bad. You know what I'm saying? That scale, like, bro, 230. You know what I'm saying? I was just like 222. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, that's just how it is, man. But like me personally, I was a fighter. Like I was in karate. Like I'm saying, like, but for me, I was never in like my own fight spots. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always protected, man. I had a friend, his name was Juice. You know what I'm saying? He was a younger kid. He was a nerd. He always got picked on. So a lot of my fights was defending Juice. You know what I'm saying? And then what happened was, this is before I started playing sports. All my cousins, they was in karate. You know what I'm saying? I was in karate. So my mom was like, okay, I'm going to put you in karate. And I excelled to like a brown belt, like in a year and a half. Like I excelled, was winning tournaments, trophies. Because back then, Karate Kid, Ninja Turtles, you know what I'm saying? Three Ninjas, all that. It was in. But then what happened, man, I learned this valuable lesson, Vach. And I still use it to this day. Never strike first. You know what I'm saying? I would never strike first. But if I can instigate you into swinging first, I can break your shit. I can break your shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would just, and it's still in me today. Like I'll instigate, you know what I'm saying? And back then, I remember this dude, his name was Tony Jackson. He was a 5th grade. I was in 3rd grade. And he's always talking. I was like, man, if I can just get Tony Jackson to swing on me just one way or another,
it's going down.
It's going down. And man, one day on the basketball court, Tony Jackson finally swung on me. And man, I slid his whole shit, jaw broke, had him in the arm crunch. And he was like, what the? My mom had to pull me out of karate and put me in basketball. You know what I'm saying?
So put your ass in chess club.
Yeah, I started playing basketball because what happened is, you know what I'm saying, I used to change into my karate outfit at the school. So everybody would see me. You don't know no karate. And I was like, man, if I can I can't. Salute to my trainer, Mickey Gomez. Still remember. He was like, we never strike first. So like, it's weird. Like people will see me, like even when I was in college, right? And I was kind of being a little knucklehead. I'll be in the club with my arms behind my back. And people like, what you doing? And I was like, bro, I just need him to swing first. And if he swing first, you know what I'm saying? I'm not held responsible legally. None of that. I can't. He instigate the fight, so I'll let them swing first. And if they,
because I ain't going to jail for y'all.
I'm not going to jail. So anyone say who hit who first, who started? Nah, man. He was sitting there. He was poised. He had his hands down, arms. You know what I'm saying? Now, luckily, no one's caught me. Now, I'm a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if my reaction time. But that's how I am, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's good to kind of teach people how to fight and defend yourself, like you said, man, and kind of go back to what you're saying. People don't fight no more, though, you know what I'm saying? People don't fight no more. But you gotta know how to protect yourself.
You have to be ready for all scenarios.
All scenarios.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I was talking to Koye about this. Shouts out to him, man. You have to preach. Like men should be dangerous. Right. Bad guys are dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if it's some dudes trying to put hands on you, you have to be you have to be well equipped in that. Right. Somebody pull a bang on you, you have to be equipped in that too. Right. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't just me talking. Like, I mean, I've taken like tactical training. Like I can clear rooms and shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You Call of Duty.
You know what I'm saying? Well, if you come home and your family's inside.
Right.
And the front door is open. It's 2:00 in the morning. Like,
right?
Why is the front door open at 2:00 in the morning? All the lights off, and they supposed to be asleep. You gotta know how to, you gotta know how to use your weaponry. You gotta know how to use somebody else's weaponry. You gotta have tools. You gotta have lights. Look, it's not a mistake that I got a knife and a light close by me at all.
Just in case, man. Just in case if your light switch hit out right now, Vach is ready. You know what I'm saying? Got a knife, you know what I'm saying? Got all that. You ready at all times.
Preparation matters, man. I'm from Mississippi, so all the men in my family preppers anyway. They buy batteries, water, ammo, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So it's just that when I'm out in public, just like you was talking about your homeboy, I feel like I'm responsible for everybody.
Right.
I feel like I'm responsible for everybody. That's why I feel like I preach danger, because everybody ain't dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a gangster, but J Tuck, if me and you out, me and you done been out. We was at Oxnard. Your mom was there, right?
Right.
What if you go to the bathroom and something goofy happened? And somebody say something to your mom, they finna do some, you know what I'm saying? I look crazy to you now because I can't defend your mom.
Right,
you know
right.
And that's why we have to like protect each other like that in that way.
Right.
So man, I preach danger. I preach train. I preach get familiar with, with violence. Just like you were saying, I just need you to hit first. You boxing now.
Right.
The most valuable tool you have is knowing how to get hit and knowing that it's not that bad.
Right.
Because if you ain't used to getting hit, you're gonna flinch, you're gonna blink. But if you used to getting hit, now you're not gonna flinch. Now you gonna
right.
Now you're gonna slip. Now you're gonna duck,
slip.
And now you're throwing counters or whatever, right? So man, violence is so necessary. I can't wait to have some kids. They gonna learn violence.
And I agree. And I'm not the same way, bro. Like for me, sometimes I go out with people, but I can't go out with no suckers, Vox, because I need to know if some shit go down, who's gonna be able to throw hands? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna be throw some hands? Like, oh man, you come meet us at the bar? Like, nah, bro, because if somebody comes, one of these coward trolls pull up in here, there's 3 of them. I can't depend on you. You know what I'm saying? So it's always to be best equipment and take care of yourself. And then they'll be like, man, Tuck and Roger are performing violent on the new podcast.
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you this. Be honest. Do you think you can whoop 3 out of shape civilians at the same time? I'm just asking.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I honestly think I can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a switch. You know what I'm saying? I rage. You know what I'm saying? But now boxing is teaching me how to control that rage. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the first. He's like, bro, I know you have power. You hitting that shit out that bag. You know what I'm saying? With that right, set up your jabs, set up your uppercuts, set up your, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, okay, controlling that rage, because for me, like I used to do this weird thing, bro. Like I would cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if he ain't hit me, if I'm getting ready to fight, I'm just raging up. You know what I'm saying?
Black out and
I'm raging up. You know what I'm saying? I've been in club fights, man, where it's just like you just black out, you just hitting people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to be able to control that. But yeah, 3 people, you know what I'm saying, coming in crazy, it's just like
I was thinking about that too, man. Like if I had to defend myself from 3 out of shape, let's just say we at the bar and they drunk, they don't look like they work out for real. And them be the ones that be going talk crazy people, right? Like what would I do? Mm-hmm. And I'm Muay Thai guy, so I'm a sweep one.
Right.
I'm a elbow, like push kick some character. And I'm clinching and I'm throwing knees at somebody until they fall out. And then once they out, I'll just figure the other 2 out.
Figure the other 2 out. Yeah.
You have the game plan on if some shit happens. Yeah. Or you gotta be like, all right, it's 3 of y'all. All right, I'm acting like I ain't finna hit you.
Yeah, like this little slipping, like all right, man, I don't want no trouble. You bitch. Get up out of here. You know?
Hey, look, I was talking to Will Steele about this. I was like, man, if Cowboy content creators had to fight any other content creators, we got John on it, we got Cody, we got me and you. Like we all boxers, we all do something, we athletic and shit like that.
Yeah, you gotta be able to navigate. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been jumped a few times, man, but I got up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So like, if I get up out of there, though, I'm gonna take 2 of y'all with me. You know what I'm saying? It's just. Sorry, kids. You know what I'm saying? We're not against violence. We're against those thugs, whatever they say. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like
I love violence. I think violence is necessary.
So I think because you a big UFC guy too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm a huge UFC guy, and shit. So, but watching UFC got me into fighting. You know what I'm saying? It got me into wanting to do Muay Thai and shit, and now I can do some of that shit, and it's dope. But still, like I just said to you, right? I had a real fight. Like I trained and I cut weight. I drank 2 gallons of water and shit. All that dumb shit. 3 days in a row. And I had a fight against this dude, way more experienced than me, but he was the only dude my size, so fuck it. And we had a pretty solid fight. He beat me or whatever, but I had a pretty solid fight. But even on the scale of is he good or not, he's trash compared to a professional fighter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like you don't understand how good. I hate seeing motherfuckers on the internet thinking they can whoop niggas is like professional.
Right.
You don't understand how good that person is, dog. Because there's an amateur that's better than me.
Right. Yeah. And here's the crazy part. Like, even being around them boxers, those boxers small, 145, 165. They would slide the average person. And they're probably just because they so quick. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I'm revved up trying to throw my right, they don't slip that, you know what I'm saying, and get up on it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, a lot of people just got this bravado, like, I don't say all that tough talk, like when it's in your face. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I love to see it too, man. Like, and here's the thing, I always pray that doesn't happen. I hope I don't have to make an example out of one of these guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to make an example out of one, but I feel like eventually someone's going to try it. Because here's what people don't understand, probably watching this channel, whether you follow our content, we're a lot bigger than people think we are. You know what I'm saying? I know people see me in my Avi and my little suit, like, oh, Jay Tuck's a nice little, I'm bigger than the average person. Now, the football players, the NFL, I'm Cam Newton and shit, I was small as hell compared to Cam Newton. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But y'all, I'm gonna be perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying?
I'm an offensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I was a linebacker. You know what I'm saying?
And you bigger than me. You know what
I ain't bigger than you, dog.
Okay, you taller. What you like 6'3"?
Nah, I'm like 6 foot. Barely
6 foot.
Yeah.
So we might be the same height, but you.
Yeah, I'm broad.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get down. And summer's coming up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look summer fine, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But so look, to your point though, I didn't realize, just watching the internet or whatever, right? I didn't realize dudes asking women how tall they are was a real thing. Because I've been tall my whole. Well, I've been 6 foot tall. I've been 6 foot my whole life. I didn't know that dudes was out here 5'7" having problems with women, not liking them because they were short. I didn't know that was a thing. I've been tall my whole life. I didn't know of these problems.
Right.
But till I got grown and just being more worldly and being on the internet and shit like that, the average person really like what 5'8", 5'7".
Yeah, so you've been getting those height souls ads on your Instagram.
Yeah.
You slide your shoe with
Conseries. I did an ad for them one time, and you know what I'm saying, the internet be having these one person versus 20 people challenges that's goofy as hell, and you'd be surprised how often some woman asks some man how tall are you, and it's a problem because he's 5'7".
Right. Yeah.
I didn't know that these were issues. I've been 6'1" my whole life. I had no idea.
It's just the new age, you know what I'm saying? And that's a whole nother topic. Because actually, I was going to do a segment of this podcast. Let's do it, man. It's called Tuck Your Opinion. So I got asked a question, right? And so you guys watching the show, hashtag Tuck Your Opinion, ask me a question, relationships, money, whatever you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about it. So I got the question. I'm not going to air the guy's name out because he was in a DM, but he said he is 26 years old, Vach, and he's been trying to look for a partner or a girl. He's approaching women on the internet, but he's having no luck. He sees that I'm often talking to different women. What is my advice for someone? I'm going to pass that to you. What would be your advice to a 26-year-old just trying to approach women in today's new society?
Shit. If you ain't confident, you better learn how to act like it. You know what I'm saying? I think the whole idea that like women really don't care what we look like. Just, keeping it book. Right. As long as you ain't dirty.
Right.
And as long as you ain't, what's the opposite of confident, right? Like, as long as you ain't shy and bashful and shit like that. Like, swaggy, whatever. You'll be just fine.
Right.
You'll be fine. If you can just bravely, confidently enough, and I hope this don't sound no kind of way, but just fuck it, right?
Yeah, let it rip.
You have to ignore what you think this woman is thinking. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
If you walking around whatever grocery store that you walk around, Target happens to be lit. If you see a woman that looks like she want to be left alone, she got the headphones in. Let's just say she look like she want to be left alone.
Right.
Say something to her. Because just that change is so refreshing, right? Just that change of pace is so refreshing. Because in real life, women antisocial, but they sociable. You know what I'm saying? They don't really want to talk to you in public because they think that we creep. Like, they think men are creep. Once you prove that you're not creepy, then they'll open up to you, and then this turns into a back and forth exchange. Also, too, don't be out here complimenting women.
Right.
And that sounds crazy. Crazy, but women love compliments. Don't get it mistaken. But stop complimenting women, because they've been getting complimented their whole life. You got to find a way to stand out. You got to find a way to be different than what you think a woman wants. Oh, man, look,
I see it every morning. I literally see people on Twitter good morning.
They don't want to hear you say Grand Rising Queen. They don't want to hear you say hello, my beautiful
right.
Such and such, my sunrise. They don't want to hear you say that. No, they just make them laugh. Just do. And I can't tell you how to make a woman laugh, because depending on the woman that you talking to is a different way to make that woman laugh, whatever her background, ethnicity, or whatever. But man, women been getting called beautiful their whole life. Right. So you saying it makes you like them other dudes. You got to be different from them, and just be confident, bro.
Yeah, there's 70 people in them comments saying the same exact thing you said, bro. You know what I'm saying? So my advice personally, man, is raise your standard. Focus on yourself, because the higher you raise your standard, the easier it's going to be coming for you. So whether it is,
that's the right answer.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because like me personally, you know what I'm saying? This is before, you know what I'm saying, I met my wife. I never really approached women, you know what I'm saying? Because maybe it's arrogance, but for me, I just always felt like she should be approaching me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You should come say hi to me in Target. You know what I'm saying? So, because I raised my standard, right? I had a 6-figure salary. I was, you know, taking care of myself. Was college educated. You know what I'm saying? It was staying in shape. So it's like, for me personally, I could dress well, talk well. I can do so many different things. I'm not approaching you and throwing, like, you know what I'm saying, tripping over myself. And by doing that, I think that's what made a lot of women actually approach me. Like, you know what I'm saying? My wife will tell you, I walked right past her in the bar and didn't even notice her. She came and grabbed me. It was like, you gonna walk, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's kind of been my standard. But it's like, once you actually approach a woman and you talk to them, like Boch is saying, don't be no goofball. Like the simple things. Be able to say, hey, my name is this. You know what I'm saying? Be able to look them in the eye. Eye contact. Stare directly in their, don't, hi, my name is Jason. You know, I saw you over here at Target. Like, nah, like, hey, what's going on? My name is Jason. I saw you over here in Target. Just want to come over and introduce myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have the setup, but you can't walk over like a creep. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Hey, girl, what's your name? And grabbing and pulling. Like that shit's dead. You know what I'm saying? You go to jail for doing that. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, just go over there, introduce yourself, look them in the eye, be able to engage in conversation. And I feel like that's what a lot of kids have lost with social media. They don't know how to have a conversation, Bosh. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to just talk to people. That's how we, you know what I'm saying? We kind of grew up having to talk to people. Just go over there, like simple stuff to be able to approach a woman. And if you're not up to our standards, then there's 1,000 more out there. Don't let it crush your confidence.
To your point, women have an odd way of identifying your aura. Like, you ain't got to talk to them, but they could tell whether you worthy or not.
Right.
Because I'll just humbly say I'm in a different tax bracket than I once was, Jacob.
Right.
But I just feel like they know that.
Right.
I feel like they can feel, oh, well, he's a man that'll keep me safe. Oh, he's funny. Da, da, da. I think they feel you on that, and they end up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They end up going that way. But to your point, to your walk up and say some point, here's something I did for a long time, right? So just say you at the grocery store, right? Mm-hmm. Have an informed opinion about whatever it is she's looking at or she's doing.
Right.
So if you see a woman that's interesting and she's in the cosmetic section, right? Mm-hmm. That's actually bad for your skin. I wouldn't even fool with that.
This is free game. Listen, fellas, take notes. Go ahead.
Hey, honestly, sorry. I wouldn't even fool with that if I was you. I used that. I broke out. I would use this if I was you. Oh, really? And then next thing you know, she'd be like, oh, for real? What you use? And now you in the conversation. You can do whatever you want to from there. You just gotta prove you not creepy.
Right.
like if you see them looking between water or something like that, that tastes horrible.
Right. Yeah.
If I was you, if I was you, I would be drinking this because this tastes absolutely terrible. I just got this like blah, 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 blah. It ain't always got to be, oh man,
right.
You were so stunning. I saw you from across.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. Like, okay, bye, creep. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
Like,
so here is a difficult hack, right? That I used to use. So I'm gonna give y'all some on game. Sure. Learn women's fragrances and learn women's shoes. So to be able to walk past a girl and be like, excuse me, I just smell. Is that Chanel number 9? Oh, that smells amazing. I was thinking about getting my mother some. Like, do you like it? Yeah, I like it. Oh, okay. And
I stay in Sephora.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to know stuff like that. Shoes, like, oh, you know, I like those, Coach. You know what I'm saying? Those and all you need is that hook. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you do in sales. You just need that hook to get them in. And once you get them in, then you're perfectly fine. Or here's my cheapest trick for y'all. You know what I'm saying? My cheapest trick. Me and Vash is at the club. I like a girl. I want to approach her, but I'm kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Do you mind taking a photo of us real quick? Sure, y'all take a photo. Oh, thank you. And then you got your phone out.
I get on with you now.
you got your phone out. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like you already there, phone out. You know what I'm saying? That's my cheapest hacks, man. But yeah, learn women's fragrances and their shoes.
Let me tell you how phony I am though, right? This is embarrassing. It's not embarrassing because fuck it. This how embarrassing. Look. If I know I got a banger of a cologne on, like if I know I got a banger
what's your banger, man? What's your banger?
Man, my banger is Parfum de Marley.
Okay.
Layton.
Okay.
Or just OG La Nuit de L'Homme. It's something about La Nuit de L'Homme, bro. YSL La Nuit de L'Homme.
Yeah.
Pardon my French. Look, it's something about I'll see somebody in the baking section. I don't have to go in the baking section. I'm gonna walk past you so you can smell me though.
Right.
I might get in this elevator with you so you can smell me though.
Right.
If I'm going to the eye doctor, I know old girl that I like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have me a backpack with my favorite in it. I'm gonna go to the back.
So funny you say that. I am married right now because of YSL Saint Laurent. So I was in the car. My wife gave me a ride home. And she was in the gas station and she was outside pumping gas in her car. She gave me a ride home. And she walked by and said, outside pumping gas, what is that cologne that you're wearing? Oh my God.
There you go.
Now we here happily ever after. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So fellas, you got to work on yourself, man. Get your colognes right, get your shoes right, get your wardrobes right. You know what I'm saying? Raise your status, but also learn different things, man. You take a girl out to date. Don't just go to the burger spot all the damn time. Learn your sushi. Hey, I ain't never used no chopsticks. Being able to use I'm giving up y'all free game. Being able to use chopsticks. Take her to a restaurant. Oh, don't let her order. You order it for her. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a flight of wine. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn those. It sounds boring, but as you elevate and you want a higher level. Now, if you want you to ratchet girl in the club, bro, you just got to go to the club. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. Yeah. But if you want to get a high quality woman, you got to raise your standard and learn a lot of different things. Learn about travel. Learn about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, where you ever been? I can say, oh, I've been to Thailand. I've been to Japan. I've been. Oh, that sounds interesting.
Be interesting is what you're trying to say.
Be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Be interesting. Yep. Don't just say, I argue with Vach and Tuck on Twitter all goddamn. They ain't gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? Name dropping me ain't gonna get y'all.
And then once you naturally become interesting, your confidence
boosts. You know what I'm saying? And that girl
you be good confidence. The confidence ain't lost yet.
Never.
Ain't lost yet. If I feel like I know I can get you, boy, you in some deep shit now.
Because you have leverage.
You, but if I know I can get you, boy,
you have all the leverage. The simplest hack for that, fellas, go get you a nice tailored suit and just go out. Go to a restaurant by yourself. Just walk through the mall. Everybody's gonna be turning heads like, who is he? I don't know who he is, but when you put that suit on, Bob, ain't nothing you can tell me, my dog, man.
They can feel the energy, man. It's just something that just bounces off.
Feel the energy. Man. Walk with your posture, head up, wide up straight. When y'all see me at the NFL draft in that suit or at the Super Bowl in that suit, can't nobody tell me shit. That's Tom Ford, bro. You know what I'm saying? When I was at the boxing event with Gucci, can't tell me, you know what I'm saying? I'm walking with my head high. You know what I'm saying? And even if I'm nobody, in my standards, people think that I'm somebody, and that confidence, it just vibrates to the people in your surroundings, man. But yo, my God.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, no, bro, you keep cooking. We can keep cooking, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I just about to tell old boy, don't make it so obvious that you trying to holler at this girl.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He is. And I told him, like, bro, stop telling her good morning every time. You know what I'm saying? I see it. And honestly, I know the girl is trying to holler at me. Honestly, you're not gonna catch it. But I'm trying to say some time. You know what I'm saying? You'll say that's just not in your range right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's just you gotta stand out. You gotta stand out.
If she's not texting you first, get out of there, bro.
Yeah,
she should be never text you first.
She gotta send you good morning. Let her tweet you, and this is all Twitter. You know what I'm saying? And like, here's my thing, Vach. Watching people do it in public. That's what I'm like. How can y'all do this out in public? Good morning, good morning, gorgeous. I'm like, bro, y'all not. Like, I even get weird about like just liking girls stuff. I'm like, bro, I don't want y'all to think I'm simping. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, you know, like, nah, hell no. I don't follow certain people. It's like,
we don't do that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be going through my Instagram. I see some of my homeboys' names. Like, damn, bro, y'all putting y'all names by all these pros. Like,
y'all leaving the paper trail, y'all.
Yeah, man, have some dignity, bro. You know what I'm saying? What the hell's wrong with y'all bookmarks? You know what I'm saying?
Have some class, man. Have some class. I ain't gonna hold you too long, man. I just wanted to get that last.
Nah, my dog, man. I appreciate you, bro. We gotta do this again, man. For everybody who's seeing you for the first time, man, let everybody know where they can find you, man.
Hey, man, BOCHLONBARD on all platforms, man. Appreciate you for being here, Jay. I'm saying Breeze being like it's my show. That's my show. Hey, thanks for having me on your show, man. Like I said, this is much more fun than all the other stuff that we do on, like, you know, football is like work. Yeah. But this flew by. We just kicking it, we're just chilling, and I think we got some shit to say. The young people need us.
They need us bad, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be texting like, oh man, what's that cologne that Voch was talking about? You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna do a video one. I got a whole 30 bottle collection in there. I might do a video
one. Cologne is important, man. Cologne, shoes, and watches. That's the three basics every man should have. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is accessory. You know what I'm saying? Get your watches. You ain't gotta go out crazy, get your Rolex, but you know what I'm saying? You can't be walking, and I'm not, you know, I ain't got the gym, but you can't be walking around an Apple Watch. You know what I'm saying? Go get your Omega. You know what I'm saying?
Get your Seiko or something.
Yeah. It's something that's gonna stand out a little bit. Get right, fellas. It's 2024. Summer's coming up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all on Twitter all day arguing with me. I want y'all at the pool. You know what I'm saying? Living your best life, fam. You know what I'm saying? Don't be arguing with me. Don't be worried about Dak's contract. I want y'all out, man. Be out there, you know what I'm saying, succeeding in life.
Get out the house.
Get out the house. Touch some grass and touch some you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, both of them, man. You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in to J-Tuck Podcast episode 1. We gonna keep this going all season, man. We gonna do this the Cowboys season. We got a lot of great guests. We gonna have Voch back for sure, man. Because I want to see what's gonna be the results with this whole J. Cole Kendrick thing. You know what I'm saying? Drake. You know what I'm saying? We gonna run it back, man. We also gotta talk battle rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my dog A-Verb on here. Also my guy A-Ward on here as well, and talk a little battle rap here soon. So definitely tune in. The J-Tuck Podcast is going to be a new playlist on the CFO Sports channel. Just run it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to chop these bricks up, man. Keep giving y'all content. So I appreciate all support, man. And yo, y'all have a good one. Peace.